Hello, my wonderful Pisceans. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today, I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle, and we can just clarify those existing energies with tarot. Alrighty, let's see. For my Pisceans in separation, please. Patience. Okay. So, do you feel, Piscean, that this situation here is requiring a lot of patience from you, possibly testing your patience, or you feel that you are growing impatient? Either way, we have the word patience here. Here's what I will say. I feel like there's been a waiting game going on here for some time. Okay, and maybe what feels like forever. Maybe you feel like you're kind of on a hamster wheel with this person, but you feel like it's taking a lot from you in a sense of, when you think about the situation, you're like, okay, I've been patient for long enough. Why isn't anything occurring here? Or if it's not you being patient as in waiting for communication from this person, you are taking a trip down the timeline of this bond. And you feel like you have been very patient with this person, especially pertaining to their behavior. Okay, maybe you feel like you were very forgiving, you were very generous, you were giving this person countless chances. Maybe you feel like your generosity or kindness was taken for granted here, is the best way for me to explain it. Okay, I do feel like your patience will be rewarded because with the sun there, I essentially feel like it's an energy of optimism, positivity, and for some of you, how it's going to be rewarded is there may be some sort of clarity coming in for you where you feel like you're able to speak your perspective to this person, A or B. Some of you will choose to move away. So it's not a sense of revenge or doing anything vengeful, but it's almost like you may view this situation some time from now and you just won't feel the same way about it. Whether it's because you're reevaluating the situation or you were able to rise above what once maybe had a pretty tight grip on you. I feel like if there was like a harsh exchange of words or something happened here where it hurt your feelings, it could, maybe have taken some time for you to let go of that. And maybe, the thoughts crossed your mind where you were like, you know what, I don't know if I can ever really get over that. But I see you overcoming something that was weighing you down or maybe is currently weighing you down. Because energies are fluid here. Let's see. Okay. So we have diligence. Okay, and this is the mutual energy between the both of you. So I feel like both of you are very cautious with, what you're picking and choosing to share with each other. And I get it, we're in a no communication spread, but maybe you're even cautious with what you post on social media, or it's like you don't want to hint anything to this person and you don't want to draw in their attention. Either, or it's like if you are familiar with their social media, maybe you're really being careful with what you pick and choose to believe. This is very specific, but your person could be doing something to get some sort of a reaction out of you. But like it seems that you're a few steps ahead. Like I don't know, like a generic example. Maybe they are making it seem like they're doing better than they are, or they're like it's something that they're doing to, I don't want to use the word trigger so loosely, but I could say that they're trying to do something to get a reaction out of you, but you already know that they're doing that in order to get under your skin, so you're not reacting, right? So the fact that they're not getting a reaction from you seems to be tiring them out here. This is very specific also, but for some of you, this person, their way of kind of like checking if you still care could be by seeing if you still like respond to them or react to what they do. This may not be the most pleasant way of seeing if you care, but I do see that here. Diligence, again, moving very carefully or trying to do something and get a result, but in a very cautious manner is what I see. you know, this person feels like either they only have one more chance to get it right, or there's something that they're trying to maneuver through without messing it up, is how I see it. Could be a case of walking on eggshells or doing something very discreetly, is the best way for me to explain that. How I see it is, because your first two cards have birds on them, it's like you're able to, like, as of currently, Pisces, I feel like you have almost like a bird's eye view of what's going on, which is like you pretty much know everything that's going on. Maybe there are things that are in the unknown, but you feel like you have a good idea about maybe how this person feels, or maybe, why things transpired the way that they did. You're doing a good job at looking at things from all different angles, is what I'm sensing right now. Okay, Pisces, let's see. You guys could be, you guys could have like a pregnancy in your family, okay? Or maybe you're pregnant. If so, congratulations. I don't know. I just got that word, so I decided to let you guys know. Let's see. Okay, miracles. Okay. I feel like for many of you, this could be something coming to an end, or you feeling like you're reaching the end of a tunnel. There's the rainbow there. It's like leaving a period of darkness and finally, attaining happiness, or finally feeling like you're in a lighter period. It's like as we're progressing, well, we're already in spring, but I mean, as we're progressing this month, specifically into May, you can find that you're a lot happier. Like, I feel like maybe this winter was very, like, it took a toll on you, like emotionally you were going through a lot, maybe even feeling like you're kind of on, like an emotional roller coaster, maybe feeling like your days were a little bit more crummy or kind of tedious, right? And so I feel like that's going to be looking up for you. I just feel like you're going to be in a better mood overall. And as far as miracles goes, I feel like, for many of you, it could be a conversation or something that you didn't expect to happen, that's on the horizon for you. So it could be something that you've manifested, which of course is going to vary, guys, because all of you are not going to be manifesting the same thing, right? Okay, let's see. Patience, let's see. What is that about? And by the way, guys, do you guys, wow, the moon card. So that's the card that you guys rule. But my question was, do you guys prefer like shorter readings, or do you guys like the longer, like detailed ones? Just let me know in the comments, just out of curiosity here, Pisces, if you don't mind, of course. But as far as the moon goes, of course, you guys rule this card, so you're in your element, but it goes hand in hand with what I was telling you guys. You are a few steps ahead. The moon speaks about intuition, a deeper knowing, right? You know more than what you show, but more than that, I feel like you guys have always predicted something to occur, and it ended up occurring. That's how I see this card here, especially pertaining to this spread. It's like maybe you told this person something would unravel in a specific manner, and that's exactly how it happened. So they're either shocked, or they just feel like you're like emotionally very intelligent, or like an extremely intuitive individual, if that makes sense. A lot of hidden energy, yeah. And I feel like maybe, this is why there's this energy of you looking at things from all different angles, because you feel that there are many things that are in the unknown here. Okay, a lot of suppressed emotions that are coming to light. And I feel like the miracle here, because the moon is in reverse, it could be just the secrecy coming to light. If it's not secrecy, it's what I mentioned, suppressed emotions that are resurfacing, but your person actually choosing to verbalize that, or like a heart-to-heart conversation, right? I feel like there's still some sort of faith here to mend things, or for things to work out, because how I see the moon is essentially someone who feels that they are going to that things are going to work out for them, but they don't necessarily know how. So that's why I'm saying that I feel like your person has a sense of faith, but the best way for me to explain it to you is they don't really know how it's going to work. They believe it works. So the best word for that is kind of like having faith in a connection, right? Let's see. So mutually, you guys are focused on this failed commitment or a commitment that ended up kind of in shambles here, right? Where you're kind of looking at the broken pieces and you're like, can we pick this up and fix it, right? Or is it something we're going to be thinking about dwelling on and, not really putting forth any practical effort to mend it, right? So those are the two questions at hand I see here. But both of you are very much focused on the same thing with the Ten of Cups, right? It's like, why weren't we able to get things off the ground? Or like I mentioned, it's a lot of what ifs. Like that's the best way for me to explain it, Pisces, where it's like, okay, well, what if me and Pisces were to work out? What if, that one argument didn't occur? What if I didn't say that one thing? Better yet, what if I did say that one thing, that sort of thing. Because with the moon, there's a lot of hidden energy, which means your person is in regret about things that they did not tell you, specifically pertaining to their emotions. Okay, guys, let's see. For some of you, this could be like a broken family dynamic. Like you could actually have a family with this person, or it's just something you guys spoke about. Because the Ten of Cups does talk about like emotional fulfillment, but it also talks about, being in a family, right? Or coming together and creating together. So if it wasn't like the birth of a child, it's like maybe you guys birthed a connection together. You guys had business plans or travel plans. There was something that you guys were trying to create together is what I'm picking up on. King of Swords, okay? So you want nothing but the truth here, okay? And you want whatever is hidden to come to the light. Many of you probably know what you want to hear. So it's almost like you already know the truth, but it's maybe a matter of hearing it from the horse's mouth or hearing it from your person's perspective. Like generic example, if this person was dishonest with you, right? You're like, okay, I know you were dishonest with me, but maybe your question is like, why? Right? Like, okay, you were dishonest with me, fine, but why? What made you want to be dishonest with me after a period of potentially building together or making plans for the future? Like, what abruptly made you want to, maybe keep me in the dark about something or not be completely open with me? Like, where did we go wrong? These are the questions that could be crossing your mind. Here's what I will say. The King of Swords is someone who is open to a conversation, okay? But there's still that fine line between like, okay, I feel like you're open to a conversation, Pisces, but like if it's anything aside from the truth, I feel like you would be very quick to shut it down. Like the King of Swords, I don't want to say it's like a closed off energy, because the person in the card is actually the energy, right? Is like they're open to a conversation, but they're only open to a truthful conversation. So I feel like if you were speaking to this person and there was a sense of maybe beating around the bush or sugarcoating something or that sort of thing, like any ounce of like trickery or any ounce of not the truth, right? Like that you guys feel, I feel like you would not want to converse with this person any longer, right? So maybe that's why this person feels this pressure, or more than pressure, they feel like they have to get this right. They're trying to do something very carefully, and that thing that they're trying to do is, could be bringing forth this conversation, but they feel like they only have one opportunity to get it right. It's like maybe you're on like your last straw here, or they feel like you're a bit on edge, and it doesn't have to be that you're on edge or angry, but I do see that you're only wanting the truth here. Like I don't feel like you're in an energy of maybe pretending or suppressing what both of you are thinking about. Pretty much you don't want to play mind games. You're kind of in like a no BS energy, right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, so Eight of Wands in reverse with the moon. So, this could be blocked communication. Maybe you have this person blocked as of now, okay? If it's not like literally like blocked communication, it could be like a throat chakra blockage or someone having a hard time formulating a message. Like, this person could be typing out messages to you and then reading them and being like, oh, no, that doesn't sound right, and then like deleting it. Or there's someone who gets like urges to speak to you, pick up the phone and call you, and they're like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Like, they're like, they always talk themselves out of it. This is someone who's driven by passion, but for this for some reason here, they seem to be holding back constantly. And I feel like that very reason is because they're not comfortable being vulnerable. Like the moon in reverse, it's almost like someone who wants to tell you how they feel, but they're not comfortable with expressing their emotions, or they feel like when they're in a vulnerable state, they're viewed as, maybe someone who is a weak individual, which doesn't make it true. I'm just explaining, your person's perception on this bond here. Okay. For many of you, like, this could be a connection where things happened very quickly and things started, maybe there was like a lot of back and forth communication going on, and then it abruptly stopped. So maybe that's why your question at hand is, okay, well, why did things stop? You know what I mean? Like, everything was fine. Everything was, good. Everything was gravy. But when it came down to actually getting things either off the ground or moving things to the next level, there was some sort of abrupt stop. And if it wasn't like a case of ghosting or you guys just kind of not speaking to each other one day, it could have been that gradually, you were noticing like a decrease in effort or like a decrease in consistency levels, right? 10 of Cups, let's see. Some sort of good luck coming towards you guys, especially with that miracle card. Oh my goodness, I'm stuttering. The miracle card there, or I was being drawn to the ladybug here on the 10 of Cups. So I feel like there's some sort of like good luck or good fortune coming towards you is what I see. Okay, why is the 10 of Cups in reverse? Okay, this is the Sun card, guys. I'm just going to flip it around because of the nudity here. But some of you may be involved with the Leo, but the Sun is upright. So the reason why there's a major focus on the lack of commitment is because during the separation, many things have been illuminated to the both of you, right? The middle cards speak about the mutual energy. So even though there is this energy of taking that information and looking at things in a positive light, there is still just as much of an equal focus on the things that didn't work out in the past. And here's what I will say. Even if you guys are attaining some sort of clarity, excuse me, sorry guys, I have the hiccups, but even if you guys are, attaining some sort of clarity, as much as you look at it in a positive way, I feel like what essentially makes you guys feel negative is the fact that there's still blocked communication. So even if you feel like, okay, well, I'm realizing things and so is this person, the next question is, okay, well, why are we not able to speak then? Why are we still holding back? So that energy of secrecy or just holding back, I feel like that's pretty much what's causing frustration between the both of you. Okay, King of Swords. Okay, so we have two cards. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so someone who's tired of juggling because they feel like that's why they weren't able to bring forward a love offer. Okay, your question at hand, Pisces, could be, okay, what made you stop juggling? Whether it was between you and another person, you and another energy. A third party doesn't always have to be a person, guys. But also your question is, with that Ace of Cups in reverse, you feel like you were waiting for a love offer that wasn't going to come forward. So you could have questions pertaining to that. Whether it's, okay, well, why did you tell me you wanted a commitment when you didn't? Or why did you tell me you wanted to, move to a higher level of commitment when you had a lot on your plate? I see that your person has stopped juggling, okay, or this is what they're trying to do right now because, energies are fluid, but I do see that in the past they were causing a lot of confusion. It's someone who maybe felt like they could have their cake and eat it too, or maybe you felt like an energy of being strung along, right? Like maybe this person was telling you all the right things until they were able to make a decision, or they were trying to keep something under wraps until they were absolutely not able to do so. Okay, so here's what I see for the possible future outcome. The truth at hand is the fact that maybe you feel like you were waiting for a love offer and it didn't come about, and you were also waiting for emotional expression. Your person may admit to you that they are working on, not juggling or working on focusing on one thing, because that's essentially what's going on right now. But with that Ace of Cups in reverse, many of you may not feel the same way that you once did about this connection, number one, okay? Or number two, you feel that they're still going to take very long to prove to you, right? To gain your trust back and move to that next level. So what do what you will with that information. Some of you may feel like you don't want to wait around. And the reason why I say it's about this person, expressing their emotions, but you feeling like it's still taking a long time is because your first card is patience. And so that's the most powerful card. So, pretty much the spread here is letting me know that this will require patience. Okay. So my wonderful Pisceans, I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.